Hello. So this is filled with the pond substrate near my house. That's in the middle of a pine forest. So you can't see it here, well, a little bit, but it's filled with pine nettles. There's grass in it, pine bark, pine twigs, and whatever else is in there. Father Fish said it's rock and roll. And there's my first bucket. And here we go. I have a trowel, and I'm going to use to flatten it out. I put lines right there up to, what am I doing, 2 to 4, 6 inches. This is a 100-gallon deep, and I'll show you what happens. So I'm putting a little bit of this in there just to soak up the excess water for my mud, so I don't have to screen it too much. I have this a mosquito net, but I put a little in there. Oh, I guess you can't see it. Just to soak up the excess water, and assuming that it has nutrients in it, that'll be good. And here's the next one, which, okay, so I have 2 buckets in. That's bucket number 3. Like I said, I put some potting soil in there just to soak up some of the excess water, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of excess water, so probably didn't need it, but it might add some nutrients. Okay, so 3.5 buckets was too much. I'm supposed to be right here for my 2-inch line and there for 6 inches total, so I need to take out some sand. I put a little water in there because the potting soil I didn't. Okay, so it only took 2 buckets to fill 2 inches from here. I just used this rag to soak up the little pools of water. It's been sitting here for an hour. I'm gonna let it sit some more, and then I'm gonna pour on the sand. What else? I don't know if the other videos showed up because the battery was dying. There, I'll wait another hour and then put in sand. I think I just said that. Sorry, I'm hungry. Okay, the sand layer's begun. I just put the first little bit, and here we go. Rock and roll. Well, I'm about an inch short of the double amount, so I used all the sand I have in the house, all my aquarium sand. So I'm going to go down to the river. There's a beach of sand right in front of the river, so I'm going to load up, I don't know, 2 buckets of that, and then I can set up the 25-gallon tank that's over there. I have 2 goldfish in it. All right. Okay, so here's the sand that's at the top of the lake at the beach, and it's basically the same exact granularity, if that's an English word. The grains are just as small, super fine sand, and I'm going to put that in the tank, but is it going to all float around, or is it going to stay on the bottom? I guess it's going to stay on the bottom because that's what the bottom of the lakes and the rivers and the ponds are here. All right, well, I'm going to go. Well, that's it. So it's 2 inches to 4 inches. This is the aquarium store-bought sand. I didn't have enough. So this is the sand from the beach. Oh, and this is the sand from the lake bottom. And basically this granularity is the same as this, so I'm a little worried. But anyways, the Brownian effect that Father Fish mentioned should take it up around here and it should be good. We'll just see how much floats around. But anyway, super fine sand is supposed to be fine, right? Well, here we go. Beginning to fill it. I guess I'm gonna fill it up just enough to get plants planted. I guess I'll let the water sit for a while because I suppose it'll take some time for it to, would I say, percolate down or soak down, whatever. But no hurry. I couldn't really find any plants in my local waterways that I could stick in there, so I have my Anubias, my swords, And since I'm going to do this in my goldfish tank, after I put the plants back in here, I'm going to go to the aquarium store and buy some plants so I can stick them in right away and put the goldfish back in and hope everything works out to rock and roll. Yeah. So that's the next step. Filling it up with water, trying not to make a big... There's the dirt tank. I'm going to plant it in a few minutes. But yeah, so technically I don't really need the filter and the bio media anymore. It's just an extra because I bought the thing, so I'm not going to get rid of it. Because I'm trying to go for an all-natural father fish style aquarium that should last for a long time. Okay, I'm putting these plants in the 100 gallon. Then I have the newbie. That was boss level 1 playing in the background just in case you were curious. Okay, so I planted the tank, Nubius, this thing, I already showed you the names of the plants. I put in some of the noodles that I had in the other tank here to help, I don't know, seed it, whatever. Here's what it looks like right now. I'm filling it up hotter than the heater so I don't stress the heater. And then I'm going to attach that that white canister filter XP Superfish XP 2000 to it. I took this tube off because I raised the bottom 6 inches. Couldn't hack it anymore. What else do I need to do? Yeah, I guess, do I scrape all the scum off? That's pond scum, because remember all this sand is from the pond and the river. And then I'm going to put the sponge filter in as soon as it's done clearing up the goldfish tank, which looks like it might be done. It's pretty close. There you go, looking better. I'm going to plant this one down there. It kind of looks cool floating. Can Nubius live just floating around, or do they need to be in soil? I don't know. What do you think? And I just did the same thing in the 100 gallon. I need to do a little, see those, this is day 2. Those plants were sick from before. And the most green ones, the greenest ones are brand new plants I bought. I need to clear that up, what's going on over there. Here's the 100 gallon tank. You can see the plants have grown since the last time I showed you. You can see the leaves and twigs from the local stream. I have tons of, is it green hair algae growing? And you see the quality of those leaves on those, you know, they're melting away. That's how they were from when the tank got attacked by, I don't know what. You can see the string right there. There's algae all over the tank again, and everything's still a little messed up. So I added 2 small plecos and 3 of the they look like snake fish, I forget the names. There's one right there. You can see on the right there, sifting around. And in another 2 weeks I'll start adding swimming fish, little fish. But I don't know what's up with that algae. I don't know how it's going to go away. When I put the plants in there that were already like that from when the tank was covered with algae, I didn't bleach them, I didn't clean it out, I just stuck them in there hoping that it would all just go away. So, I don't know. Anyways, this is my father fish tank 3 weeks in, and there's the the deep substrate. It's 3 inches to 2 inches. Or 2 to 3, how he says it. 2 mud, 3 sand.